Hello, hello, hello. This is Real News Talk Show, and this is part two of the Kanye West and Joel Osteen at the Lakewood Church. Today, Sunday. My part one was just talking about um, Kanye West and the different things about how he got saved with God and everything like that. And so I was saying it was just so grateful. I was so grateful and thankful for him coming to Houston, to the prison system, supporting the prisoners, giving them joy and something they can hang on to while they're incarcerated at the Harris County jailhouse. And I wanted to thank the chief of police and the assistant chief and all of those people that were involved in making that possible, because I'm sure the security was very tight. That wasn't easy. That's not an easy job. And that was why I was saying in part one that Kanye West should be paid, because going through the prison system, you got to get patted down. You got to take this off, that off, and you got to be, going through a lot of red tape just to even get in there, period. And then also the people, his choir that he had brought on board with him, they also too have to go through the monitor system to make sure that the security is tight, nobody's bringing in weapons, this, that, and the other. All of that takes time. And so these people are saying that Kanye West and Joel Osteen is all about the money. I'm quite sure anyone that's doing that type of work would be about some of the money anyway. One thing money can't buy is the love in your heart that you have for mankind. That cannot be bought. And I think that's the part that they are giving away free. I feel that anybody that worked that hard, because celebrities do get paid when they do concerts, so why shouldn't he get paid for doing what he's doing? And even more, he's doing more than just a concert. He's traveling from state to state, country to country. So that's more than just going to church every Sunday like many ministers I said do. And they don't help people. So I think that a lot of them do help people, but there are some, I know people that have went to ministers for help and they didn't get any even after they paid their tithes and offerings. So I thank Kanye West for him and Kim Kardashian for advocating for those that are in the prison system that shouldn't be there. And also they even gave joy to those that should be there. That's just a godly thing that he acquired and he learned, and he got in touch with God, and that's good. He got in touch with God instead of the devil. So my topic was when I said in part one that Kanye West corrected Joel Osteen. It was because at the end of the prayer that Kanye gave to Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, the pastor Joel Osteen was ending everything, and he was thanking Kanye and everything, and so and he was hugging him, and then he said, "I want to acknowledge his wife and his daughter. They're here on the front row right here at Lakewood Church, and I want to thank Kim Kardashian," and he named his daughter, and so Kanye corrected him. I noticed he had whispered to him in his ear, and when I saw that, I said, he's correcting him because he said Kim Kardashian. And Kanye whispered, "Kim Kardashian West, will you acknowledge her as my wife?" That's why she really, really like him, because he made Joel Osteen acknowledge his wife as Kim Kardashian West, which indeed he should, because no man, even Joel Osteen, would want a man to just say his wife by her maiden name when indeed she's married to him. Now, if he would have said both names, Kim Kardashian West, just like Kanye made him say, or whispered to him to say, then that would have been sufficient. But just to say Kim Kardashian and leaving him out, and he's standing right there, just got through preaching on the stage, acknowledge my wife as being my wife. I'm a West, she's a West. You said Kardashian, we know that's her maiden name. What about me? I respected that. Anybody can respect that. Any man can respect that. Even Joel Osteen respected it. That's why he corrected it as they walked off. But I caught that. I don't know if anyone else caught that. But that's why she is still with her husband because he's a real man, and he acknowledges his wife as being his very own. She's in his heart. She's a part of him. He's a part of her. So many people is like, what is she doing with him? What is she doing with him? Well, a real woman knows a real man, and that was why she stuck with her husband through thick and thin, because he's a man and knows how to keep his family together. He loves his wife. He loves his family. He acknowledges his wife, and he's not going to let no one disrespect him nor his wife. And I saw that to be true today on that stage. And I really, really like that, because I don't like a weak man either. So Kim Kardashian is with her husband because he's a man. And he stood up for her as a man. This is my wife. He whispered to Joel Osteen. Did you guys catch that? All you have to do is just YouTube it, Google it up, and you'll see him whispering to him. And Joel Osteen came back and corrected that. So Kanye West corrected Joel Osteen in front of the large congregation that was at Lakewood Church today, when Joel Osteen did not acknowledge Kim Kardashian as being a West. He said, I want to acknowledge Kim Kardashian here on the front row. And Kanye did it smooth. Now, you know, he said he used to be really bad. You know, he was pretty tough before he found found God, because he used to, remember that time when he said that about Taylor Swift. He told the people that should have been Beyonce's award, and they had given it to Taylor Swift. I mean, he was very boisterous. I mean, he was something else, and he even acknowledged, I used to be pretty tough. So he didn't yell out in front of the congregation like, no, her name is Kim Kardashian. He whispered politely to big time Joel Osteen at his own church on his own platform, and he corrected him and told him, Kim Kardashian West. And one thing Joel Osteen did, he politely did it, because he knew that was the right thing to do. Because if it would have been him, he wouldn't have wanted anybody to say his wife and not acknowledge him as being her husband. And so that's the part that Kim Kardashian likes about her husband, is that he stands up for her as a man, and he keeps his family together. Because to him, that felt like he would be separated from her, from all of this congregation, all of these people. And not to say that my wife is a West and my kids are not West, that was a little out of line. But he corrected it smooth and cool. Did you guys see how smooth he did that? The boy is almost a genius. I don't care what nobody says. A lot of people don't like him, but a lot of people love him. And at one time in the very beginning, you guys, you know, when he was a bad boy, I kind of thought something was wrong. I didn't like him either. It was something about him that I thought was a little rough around the edges. And that was when God, right after I was thinking that about him, then God changed things and saved him. Because like he said, that was money. They were wrapped up in the love of money. A lot of celebrities the devil had them thinking that their money was power, and it took God to bring him down in order to let him know that your money right now can't save you. Either you're going to lose your mind, or you're going to come to me as your Lord and Savior. And he went to God. And so I want to thank Kanye West, I really do, for coming to Houston, Texas, because you brought a lot of joy to a lot of people, and especially those inmates. And as I said before in my earlier show, I even have a relative that was in there on their way out of there, but however, they was there at that time. And they came, his wife went to the Galleria Mall, which is where everybody goes there. That's the big time mall in Houston, Texas. And they just showed their love all over Houston, and they shine the light on Houston. Houston needs more of that here. And I do think that a lot of celebrities will be coming to Houston, because I was reading Yahoo and it said California is becoming a nightmare. There's too much going on in California. Well, here we have like the hurricanes and stuff, but we kind of know they're coming. But there you got the fires, you got the earthquakes, you got all of the porno stuff going on. You got, it's a lot of divorces. And another thing I want to acknowledge, the Kanye West and his family, is that he kept his family together, because in Hollywood, families don't last that long. They don't last that long. They really don't. And I think he said they've been married 5 years. I always thought it was longer than that, but he acknowledged that. He said we've been married 5 years, so I could tell that he really, really is a family man, and he wants to keep his family together. He acknowledged his mother and his father, and he said his father was building some type of facility or something. But I was really, really impressed with what I saw in the young man today, and he's still a young man. I think he's only 42 years old, so he still have a long ways to go, and he's done a lot of things at his age, and God touched him early, so he still have a lot of time to help many more people. And Kim, I really did appreciate the fact that she got that. Remember that black lady? She had gotten out of jail, out of prison actually, and I think that woman had